edition of A Minute with the Mayor, and today we have as our special guest, we have Mrs. Lynn Hegarty, who is the President of the Temora CanAssist branch. Welcome, Lynn.
Thank you very much, Rick. I'm glad that I was able to come along, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. Well, obviously CanAssist is so important to this community for many and varied reasons, and that's, I suppose, a view coming from someone that is familiar with CanAssist, but I suppose that there may be some that still may not be aware of what CanAssist is. So can you share perhaps with us?
It is very surprising the number of people who still don't know what we do. It was formed in 1955 in Sydney by a radiation oncologist and his wife, who was a nurse, because round about the 1950s, that's when radiation came in as a big treatment for cancer. They started off, believe it or not, just providing a cup of tea and a biscuit in the waiting room. From that, they registered their name as Cancer Patients Assistance Society, but we now trade under the name of CanAssist. It's a bit more catchy. We have a head office in Sydney, and today we have 55 branches throughout New South Wales. Wow. All the money stays local, and I think that's why CanAssist is such a successful organisation.
Exactly. Who can be part of CanAssist, either whether it's to help raise those crucial funds or for those that need that helping hand?
If you are over the age of 18, you can join CanAssist. At present, our membership fee is $5, and that's paid annually at the end of the financial year. We meet every second Monday of every second month at the RSL Club at 7 o'clock on a Monday night, having our annual meeting, which is very important, on the 8th of August. So if there's anybody who is really keen, if they come along to the annual meeting, they'd be very much appreciated. Anybody who has a diagnosis of cancer that lives in our community, whose doctor, GP is in our community, can come along and get assistance. We don't have any financial criteria that they have to meet. There's no assets test, and everything is very confidential. We're very lucky now that we've actually got an office down at the community centre, and we have somebody in there on a Tuesday and Friday from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, so that people can just pop in. If they want to find out what we do, they can just pop in and have a chat. We're always open for that. If you are faced with a diagnosis of cancer, don't leave it too long before you come. But if you do get that diagnosis, you can also designate somebody to ring us on your behalf. It could be the doctor, it could be a family member, or it could be a friend. Once that initial phone call to us has been made, then we arrange an interview time with you to come to the office, and we talk about our assistance policy, and we look at what needs you might have and how we can help you. Fortunately and unfortunately, we've had a lot of these members have been members since 1983 when we formed the Temora branch. Not me personally, I wasn't here then. And they're starting to slow down a bit. They're very keen. They're still keen on that vision that CanAssist has, but they're willing to sort of, I suppose, like footballers, hang up their boots. And so we desperately need younger members to come along and consider taking on some of these roles. If they don't, and this is something that I worried about years ago, and I did ask one of our CEOs in Sydney about it, if we don't get people, then eventually CanAssist will have to fold. And I'm not saying it's happening in the near future, because it's not. We're going to keep going as long as we possibly can, but we do need those members. But what happens in that instance is that our money goes to Sydney, and Sydney will then administer it, and people who live in Temora would then have to apply to Sydney for assistance. That personal touch is going to go.
That's right.
And having been on the executive, and interviewing clients, I've seen firsthand just how grateful people are for that assistance, and how much their stress is relieved just by knowing that there's someone there to give them that hand,
Exactly.
and how appreciative they are of the fact that Temora raises that money.
Exactly.
It's also made me feel very privileged that I live in Temora because people are so caring.
Thank you so much for spending a minute or so with the Mayor. This is a crucial organisation in Temora Shire, and we thank you all for doing what you do. And if anybody can help in any way, please, I encourage you to please do so to make sure that we keep this organisation.
Well, many
prospering.
people, I feel, sometimes put their head in the sand and they think it'll never happen to me, and I was one of them. But it does. Cancer doesn't discriminate.
Thanks again, Lynn, for your time, and all the very, very best to you and your team.
Thank you very much, Rick. And please, Temora citizens, consider joining CanAssist. We are a great organisation.
Yeah, well done.